a second. I love to speak about the human mind and how our perceptions shape our thoughts and actions.
Okay.
Lately, I have been recording videos in Spanish for like niching out dentists. However, I am open to speak to other audiences because my main interest is about thoughts and how those thoughts shape what we do because of the why we are doing it.
Mhm. Okay, that's very nice. Let's start and take the subjects one by one. Um, Now we can speak about the mind and about how our mind works, how our mind affects our lives, positively or negatively. It's very important for us to know these things. So, um, firstly, we can speak about three systems of working of our mind. Is the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and I do not know how to say. Wait a little bit, because is more than conscious, and I do not give the word in English. Um, Conscious, subconscious, and immediately
Super
you
conscious?
yeah, yeah, this is the good word. And let's see, superconscious. Okay, let's see. The conscious mind. We know all the people that is what we thought, what we are thinking. Is the rational mind, um, um, is about the logical thinking, is about our personal judgment, and is very selective. And this system of mind create and develop the thoughts. It's okay for you? Okay.
Develop the
Develop the thinking, the thoughts, what I'm
okay, okay,
thinking.
okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
okay for you. But we have to understand that once that I have a thought, that thought create an emotion and a feeling. And uh, in in the childhood, that emotion, that feeling goes go in subconscious mind, and go with the meaning that the little child can put on that feeling, and that meanings depend on cognitive development of the child. So we can say that we have in our subconscious mind some emotion that are not very well understood.
Okay.
Um, and with that emotion, we create like a program and an pilot, an automatic pilot, and we react not very well in some situations, currently situations in life, because we do not have the right meaning for that feeling, for that emotions.
Mhm.
So it's very important to work with child mind, to help uh, the child mind to develop properly. Is about is about the health of the mind, because if you see in the real life in one situation 10 people that react differently, you can put a question mark. What is this about? Why they are so differently in reaction? So
Absolutely true, because it's not what happens to us, it's about the interpretation we give to that experience. If
yeah,
it was from the past and we stay totally attached to that past without
some
releasing that perception, that will be guiding us for the rest of our life. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I agree, and we can see some people that are really stuck in that time, in that kind of reaction, in that feelings that are not very good for them, but is their uh, um, capability to see the reality. And for this reason, we have to teach first all the people that they have to make some changes. They have to um, confront their feelings, their thoughts, asking, is this really? Is this so huge as I feel? Why did I feel enormous? And the other people are very quiet, are very calm, and I'm not. But
Indeed, it is true.
yeah, but usually the people react without thinking, without putting themselves questions. When we and they lose huge quantity of energy.
Absolutely right, Lucia, because it's like automatic patterns
Yeah,
that start as, it's like if you press a button
hmm,
and the pattern start on automatic pilot.
yeah, yeah. It's like this, and it is about this. Um, but I see all the time people that are not aware about what we are discussing now. They're not aware, but
Yeah.
they complain all the time. My life sucks. I'm not. There are nobody that understand me, and so on. You
That's
know
true.
all this complaint.
Yes, I do believe that one of the secrets of success is being able to assume responsibility,
Yeah,
because you can tell me, oh, but this person did whatever, X or Y. It doesn't matter, because what matters the most is your interpretation about the situation and your willingness to learn about it.
Yeah.
When you are willing to learn, even if it hurts a lot, you are empowering yourself.
Yeah.
If not, you are in the victim mode. That is what you are describing.
Yeah. But you specify here a very important thing. You have to will, and you have to accept that the change come in the beginning with sufferance. We suffer when we have to change something, because we have to die a little bit. We have to renounce to our so-called ourselves, but it's not about ourselves. It's about other people conditioning, because we all are conditioned by other people.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And
Absolutely right.
this is a very, very difficult step for some person to understand that the first steps are not very nice, that you suffer, because you have to let behind you all your knowledge, all your feeling, all that you saw that define you, to create another person, because you cannot create another person with the same feelings, the same thoughts, the same behavior. If we have the same feeling, the same thoughts, the same behavior, the same action, we are in the past, and with the past we cannot construct the future. We have to change.
Very true. You know, the analogy that I love to use is that in order to expand your life, it is convenient that you have the willingness to expand yourself, to expand the image of yourself, and that requires discipline, that requires the willingness to say, you know, this habit brought me here.
Yeah.
However, in order for stepping in other levels of greatness, in other levels of service, this habit won't work.
Yeah.
So I have to destroy this habit. That's what you said, like die a little bit, and reconstruct myself in order to move forward. So we
Yeah.
absolutely agree on that.
Yeah. It's true, but as I said, it's difficult, and a lot of people um, are stuck only to the thinking. They are afraid to act, because they are afraid to suffer, and for this reason they only complain and do not, and they doesn't change anything.
Yes, but because complaining could be a sport, but nobody is going to pay for seeing you complaining.
Yeah.
It is like when you are seeing the Super Bowl, if you are as one of the persons in the public, you pay for being there. Those that are willing to play the game, who practice and are willing to take the hits and everything that comes with playing a game that is so strong, those are the ones that earn, and they are earned big. The ones that are just looking at the game, watching at the game, oh, those don't earn the money.
Yeah,
They paid for that, for arriving there. And what you are saying is incredibly important, that people become aware of how assuming responsibility and being willing to change the past and stop complaining makes a whole difference and gives a whole different life.
it's true. It's very true. So, I started to speak about conscious and subconscious mind. Uh, we can say that conscious mind is the world of effect, not the world of causes, because we think consciously, guided by our emotion, and our emotions represent our past. And it's like a chain, and we have to break this chain. We have to think all the time. Is it true what I am thinking now? Is the real true, or is only my impression? And it's not the
Valid
truth.
question.
Yeah. And it's a very good question that helps you to go further, because we need the conscious mind to motivate us why to change, because otherwise we have a personality, we have a life, we are in our known zone, and we think that is the comfort zone, but it's not comfortable there. I have to change to be real comfortable.
Well, the thing is that people can get comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yeah,
So the uncomfortable becomes the comfort zone. And even if it sucks, people prefer to stay there because it's the known.
yeah, is the
And
known.
stepping in the unknown requires courage.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's true. It's like um, I do not know how to say. You get in a huge water without knowing to swim. It's like this, because because you do not know what to expect. What is it about? In my practice, I have an exercise. I put something like a mask to the eyes of the people, that they cannot see anything, and I go. This I make in nature, and I go with them, and I do not let them to see. And sometimes is not a very nice way to walk. And I tell them, you have to do this to see that you can do something that you do not know, and you can do this without seeing. And it's like this also with the change, um, because we love to be in that known. uh, we love to know all about what will happen, the next step and the next step and the next step. And if we think like this, we carry the past with us. we do not allow to the future to be in our lives, because we construct the future with the past instruments, and this is not good,
So well
because
said.
one of the past instruments are not good for us, and we do not know. We do not know until we contest them what is good and what is not good, what we can keep and take with us, and what we have to let back and let there in the past and not using again. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the willingness to let go things that even if they work in the past, they won't be able to take you to new levels.
Yeah.
And I am glad that you are sharing this with our audience, because um, you never know who can be on a victim mentality and suddenly find this conversation,
Yeah.
and maybe we saw a seed, put a seed in their mind to allow the possibility that if they take one step into the unknown, they
Yeah.
allow themselves to enjoy a totally different life. However, that will require to let go the need of control.
Yeah. 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 We have to be like, uh, for change. We have to be like small child that want to explore, want to see what is it about, how does this function, um, is made from what.
I love it. I love it because I believe, and most of my content, I develop my content, most of it in form of questions, because I say, there is a lot of information out there. So the problem is not enough information. The
Mhm.
real challenge is the questions we ask ourselves and the questions we are willing to ask about our interpretations of what is arriving to us in front of us.
Mhm.
And that those questions are the ones that allow us to interpret our reality.
Yeah.
So it's not the same as asking, oh my goodness, why is this happening to me? That question is automatically enforcing a victim mentality.
Yeah.
If you ask, okay, how can I use this that is happening
Yeah.
as an instrument for me to arrive even farther,
Yeah.
instead of something that is happening against myself? How can I see this that is happening to favor myself, to allow me to get new skills, to develop new parts of me that I was unconscious or unaware about it?
Mhm.
So they are different questions, and those questions will allow different results. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for saying that, because as an integrative psychotherapist, I want people to know that you have the standard to validate this, and this is very, very important for people to get it, because it's it put them in the whole new game in their life.
It's true. It's true. And after all, we have to take in consideration uh, all our systems, because we are body, we are mind and emotion, we are spirit. And if we develop too much one of these systems, we can be in deficit with the others. And for this reason, uh, we have firstly, because this is something that is missing. Firstly, we have to reconnect ourselves with our body. Our body tell us all the time something, but we are not aware. We are not enough aware to take action uh, for in body's favor, because body our body need action to care him. I see people that are traumatized, and they have a behavior that traumatize themselves with all kind of thoughts. Wow, if I lose my job, oh, and they come to things, and this is for the body like a contraction. And if we make this again and again and again, at a moment our body will somatize, and we will be sick
Yes.
with the intestine, with the stomach, because we cannot digest our life, our thoughts, our emotions, and our body tell us when I have a thought, a bad thought, a bad feeling, I feel that my body contract. When you have this feeling, you have to take measures, precaution. You have to uh, have a very simple respiration exercise to calm down, and don't let the mind to think bad, because the mind think, the gut feel, and after this the gut transmit a signal to the mind, and the mind think a lot and very bad, and this affect our gut.
Absolutely, absolutely true. Some people, when they are diagnosed with the disease, they automatically want to take a pill because that is easier. Stop everything that you are doing and ask yourself which emotions may have taken me to this.
Yeah.
I am avoid to think I am saying, oh, don't go to the doctor. That's not what I'm saying. However, if you take the approach that in some way you contribute with your thoughts to your disease, it
Yeah.
is it is easier, or at least less painful, to deal with it and reverse the effects of it.
Yeah, it's right. It's right, and you can take pills, but you solve also only the effect of something, and you do not know what is it about. When you go to the source, to the feelings, you can see what is the cause of my illness. And when you solve the cause, you are in a very good health.
You
You can
you
solve the cause also without knowing specifically what is the cause, by relaxing, by being more attentive to your emotion, by cultivating good emotions, good thoughts, and letting away the bad emotion and the bad thoughts. There are a lot of instruments to do this, and now on the whole planet, there are people that discuss a lot of about this instrument, and it's very easy um, to to be in a good health if uh, you are I do not know, inward orientated as much as
outward.
outward, because the people are not enough orientated inward, they are too much orientated outward, and they lose a very important signal, very important moment, and after this they have to um, to be ill, or to have a bad situation to confront
You,
with them.
I was talking this morning about conflicts, and I
Yeah,
was saying because sometimes people are using external conflict with others as a distraction of their own internal conflicts.
yeah, that's true. Hmm. uh,
And if you realize that, just if you realize that, that's a big step.
you know, um, we have it's very easy for people to see something that is about them in other people, and they project on other people what is in them. Here we have the mirroring effect and the projection effect, and those two are also good and also bad. Are good if I ask myself, why cannot suffer these people? What is it about? What that person shows me? Maybe I have something to change in myself, and seeing after this, what is my feeling about that person that annoy me? Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
because
You
it's
know,
not about not about this and this and this. It's about myself.
you know, I think one of the gifts that this whole situation has given me is that I have starting to hear myself more often. So when I talk to someone else or write something,
Yeah,
I ask myself, how does this apply to me? How
yeah,
does this is speaking to me? And how does this is asking me to uncover my hidden patterns that are putting me like my own obstruction on my pathway.
Yeah.
What if I take myself out of the way and allow my higher self or my bigger part, whatever, because people call it in different ways. But if I allow a higher intelligence within me to start talking, and I stop listening to the voice of others and start listening more my inside voice, the one that is free, not the one that is led by fear, is a game changer. It's a game changer.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It can give you peace in the middle of the storm.
Yeah. Okay. I
I
Yeah.
I would love for you in our next interview,
Yeah.
because there are two things that I would love you to speak about.
Yeah.
And one is about the the research that you have been doing for 12 years about the mind and the human emotions. I would love that in our next time you speak about that research like in more details, because I think that is really very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Is probably not known for many people, and
Yeah.
I think people will benefit of hearing about your findings.
Yeah.
And I also would love for you to speak about Qigong, because I know you have been teaching Qigong for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and I would love to hear you explaining to people that has never heard before about Qigong, and that people who may think, oh my goodness, that those who people that are crazy. Um, I'm not saying that I do believe that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
saying they are
I,
people that, oh,
I
Qigong,
understand.
yeah, energy medicine, right. So I would love for you in the next time explain very simple to people
Mm.
those concepts, because I believe that those are seeds that in those that are willing to open their minds and learn
Yeah.
will give lot of bountiful fruit.
Yeah. 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 Okay, I would like to complete what I have started to say about the mind uh,
Yeah,
with,
of course.
with something about subconscious and superconscious mind.
Okay, go ahead.
Subconscious mind represent what you are. The conscious, as I said, represent what you think. So, subconscious mind is composed by emotions, feelings, and is impersonal because in subconscious mind there are a lot of feelings, negative and positive, because that subconscious mind cannot be selective, is non-selective. Selective is a rational mind, and some subconscious mind responds to persuasion, suggestion, and auto suggestion, and is the world of causes. There are the cause of our thinking, of our feeling, like in past times, is the causes of our life and our personality, because our past um, has construct our personality. If we have to change, we will go to change also the personality, because there are some things in our personality that are not good, and we have to renounce at that things and put another instead of them. And subconscious mind, there is the level of creativity, and I can say also of belief. And this corresponds to the spiritual level, and subconscious mind operates with the subconscious level, but also with conscious level, and is the source of intuition, inspiration, inner motivation. Um, this help to formulate ideals, to be focused um, on ideas that I have. I do not know what to say. Maybe you ask me, but I want to say that, you see, we have three systems for the mind. Is not as separate as I said, but we have to have a theory to understand what our mind is functioning. Because if we do not have a theory, we do not understand very well what is it about. So the bad thing is that subconscious mind um, is a deposit of all kind of emotions, of feelings. The good thing is that we can reprogram the subconscious mind. Is a little bit of work, but with with huge benefit. If
And
we,
it's not impossible. It's
yeah,
something doable.
yeah.
So you basically are bringing um, to those that are in despair, you are bringing hope that is in their hands
Mhm.
if they are willing to work with their mind. It is fair to say that they can transform their life.
Yeah. Some people think that it is a destiny and we cannot change. No, we make our destiny by choosing, and as I choose, as will be my destiny, and I can change what I choose. And this is very, very important, because I hear
Yes.
people karma, destiny, and practicing dharma, uh, the karma disappear, because you are in the law, in the higher law, in the universe, uh, and this help you, this change you, and this help you. So it is nothing that we cannot change, only that we will to do this. This is the only thing about this question. Will you do this? Will the people do the change or not.
Are
And
you
assume,
willing to do it?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that I think
it's about
that's great.
it.
That's a whole game changer what you have shared here. I am so glad and so honored that from all the way from Romania, you are
Yeah,
sharing your
in
knowledge,
Romania.
Romania, and it is
Yeah,
amazing because we all could be from different backgrounds, different places all over the world. But the challenges we face in some way or the other
yeah,
are um, are presenting into our life, and if we choose, we all can face those challenges and
yeah,
use it to our favor to jumpstart our life.
yeah,
The important thing is the willingness to put the work
yeah,
instead of stay attached to the victim mentality. Let go the victim mentality, embrace uncertainty, and decide from now on to do something different. So I ask you, if someone just start to hear this, what would you say is the most important thing to think um, from now on, so
yeah.
they are able to open their minds and transform their life? What would you tell them?
I will tell them that is possible, is provocative, is that you feel that you are the player. You play, you are there, and you play all the time what you want, and this um, give you a very very good feeling, and also the feeling of gratitude because you exist, because you can do this, and is so nice to play in your life, not to let other to say how you have to play. You play by your
That's
own,
absolutely
and
right.
is very, it's very good. So I play all the time, I change all the time. I do not know if you know all my history. I have three academical degree. I have a lot of studies. Yeah,
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 your
yeah,
accolades are amazing. When I start reading about you, I was like, my goodness, besides an integrative psychotherapist, she's a coach, she's an energy healer, she's an engineer. So
yeah,
Qigong master, and I was like, really? So I feel
yeah.
honored that you have taken your time to share your knowledge here, because
But
I do believe that people where you are at, people where I am at, and people all over the world could be facing a challenge. And if they find this video, I want them to take it like a signal. This is a signal. You were looking for a sign. This is the
yeah,
sign. that you can change your life.
It is like this. And I am in very good health. I have family. I have um, I do not know, the daughter of my daughter. I do not find the word.
You have grandchild,
I
granddaughter.
have I have a granddaughter, and my life is full. I fully live my life doing what I want to do, what I am interested in doing, and is very nice. I have not enough time to do all that I want. You understand? I
Yeah.
don't. I'm not worrying a minute.
You don't have time to worry. You have too much things to do.
Yeah, yeah. It's
And
about
I
the
love that you say that, because my motto is live doing what you love. And sometimes people say, oh, I can live doing what I love. And I said, you know what? The secret for that is that sometimes you need, it is convenient that you first love what you are doing, because you may perceive that you are in a moment that things doesn't look really great. However,
Mhm.
if you realize you are alive, and only that is a privilege, because there were people that were yesterday in better position, have better family, better partners, more money, whatever it is that you value and you perceive those people had, but they are not alive today. So if you are alive today, you have something amazing in your hands. You have your life.
Yeah,
The question is, what you are going to do it with it? Are you going
it's
to
right.
keep complaining about, oh my goodness, is that you don't know all the things that has happened to me? I do believe things are very tough. I really understand and get you.
Yeah,
However, even though I get that things could get sometimes being perceived like trying to climb Mount Everest, still, if you have life, you have new opportunities. You are
yeah,
here to make a difference. The question is, do you believe that you are here to make a difference? It doesn't matter if it's in the life of only one person, or if in the life or thousands or millions of people, because even with one person, you can cause a ripple effect
yeah. It's like
that
this.
goes beyond limits, like what you are doing today. You are talking all the way from Romania,
Uh, Romania.
and Romania, and you are inspiring others to take responsibility for their lives by taking responsibility of their minds and their emotions.
Yeah, it's like this. And after all, there is a philosophical question about what is the purpose of life. And all people, what is my purpose in life? But they do not know that the real purpose in life is continuous development until you die. This is the purpose in life. Because if we look to the life like this, and we are developing ourselves all the time, and all the people do this, this is you know, our planet will look like this. otherwise will look better. We will be more aware about the animals, the plants, about all that is around us. Because,
We are all one.
yeah, it's like this, is about this. Really, it's about this.
I am so thrilled that you take time today to have this conversation. Um, and I am so looking forward to our next conversation
Yeah,
about the other topics that I mentioned before, because I think that you can bring a lot of enlightenment to others by sharing your knowledge and your experiences. Because what happens is that sometimes things that are like we are used to, we think is like, oh well, this is common sense, but it is common sense for us, and we even forget that there was a time in our life that we didn't have that knowledge, those experiences, and that we were not thinking in the same way we think now, because we are all in this journey called life, um, growing and expanding who we are. And as we allow ourselves to do that, we are uh, sharing with others how they can do the same themselves, how they can give permission to themselves. It's not that we are giving them permission, it's that they give themselves
yeah,
permission. Because after all, growing and embracing uncertainty is about each one of us assuming responsibility and giving ourselves permission to expand, to learn, to apply what we learn. Because if we hear something and we know it, but we don't do anything with it,
it's
it's,
not enough.
it's
It's not
useless.
enough.
It's useless.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
It's
useless.
like this.
So
Thank you very much for your generosity and for your appreciation about me. But this embarrasses a little bit me because I know that if you have the knowledge and the experience, this have to be shared. Is my duty to share because they are not for me, they are not mine, they are for the humanity,
that's
they are for
absolutely
this
true.
planet. Yeah,
You're
yeah,
absolutely right. I am grateful that you have that consciousness about the responsibility that knowledge is giving you, because after all, we are all leaders, and we are all here to serve humanity. Maybe some people are more aware than others. We all have to be patient, because even those that we can perceive, oh, this person doesn't know that much, you know what? Remember, you were that person maybe only a week before. So it's
yeah,
don't take it like a big thing, you know? No,
yeah.
it's, maybe
It's like
you
this.
maybe you became aware only 2 days ago. So
I used to say, even we pass away, we are stupid. You understand what I used to say? Yeah,
Yeah, because
because he cannot know all.
oh, exactly.
And in,
And even when things are in front of your eyes practically, and
yeah,
someday you see it, and suddenly you realize like, oh my goodness, how did I miss this? And it was all the time in front of my eyes. Were
yeah.
shouting me like, hey, here, this is, but I was so unaware. I was so sleeping
Yeah,
that I was unconscious to what was going on.
it's like this. Yeah.
And once you wake up, there is still going to be like some other levels of waking up. It's not like, hey, I arrived, I am enlightened now, I am the Almighty. No, it's not like that. Um, so if you are willing to hear others, to learn from others, you will grow so much. You know, the other day, my cat teach me a powerful lesson, and I was humbled by my cat, because I was like, wow, this she's my new mentor now. And when you humble yourself, you allow others, and it doesn't matter if it's a pet or not, or if it's a human or another entity. You allow others to teach you valuable lessons that will allow you to develop. So much, Lucia. I am going to be um, sending the link, and that we can schedule our next appointment, because I am so looking forward to learn more from you. So thank you so much, and I want to tell whoever hear this recording, um, no matter what you are going through, just remember, when you are willing to transform your mind, you will be able to transform your life and be the leader of your own life. So you go on the pathway to live doing what you love to do. The question is what would you love to do? How would you love to serve others? Thank you so much, Lucia. Thank you so much to whoever hear this. And may this conversation put seeds of balance, abundance, and transformation on the mind of others. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Enjoy your
Thank
day
you.
and
So
take care. You
I
want to?
I would like uh, that you send me this registration. Is possible?
Oh, of course, yes. Yes, I will be giving you the link as soon as I have it. You will have
Okay.
it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you can do you, and I am giving here permission for you to use it in your promotions or whatever. You don't have
Also,
to ask me, okay?
also
I,
you
I,
have this permission from my part. You
thank
understand?
you,
Yeah.
thank you. You
Uh,
you can edit whatever you need to do. Just feel free to do it, okay?
Good job.
Take care, Lucia.
Okay. Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye. Bye.